Hello and welcome back to Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Some of you said, or one person said, that there is a shortening for it, which I did see when I was like uploading the video. I kind of looked up to see like what other people were titling it, and I think I only saw one other person title it. It's Roshidere, I think, which is like, I imagine like a different type of Dede character, but specifically about speaking Russian. So that's what people sometimes shorten the series to, but it doesn't seem widespread enough for me to change the title of these videos to that. So I guess these videos will just be titled. I mean, I did fit it in the first episode. I fit it in the title, so I might just have the full title in the title, or I might have Alya hides her feelings ... or something. But you know, I'll figure it out. That's a problem for me. And the reason it's an issue, like obviously I could just title it something like Alya, right? Or Alya hides or something, you know? I could put a really short thing. But it needs to come up when people are searching for it, and people need to, like, you know, once you find the video, you know what it is and what it's about, but people sometimes are looking for the video and it will only come up if you put certain things. So anyway, as I said, it's a problem for me, and it's not even a problem, I don't think. I think the title is long, but it's actually, it still fits the stuff that I needed to fit, so it should be fine. All right, so we're doing episode 2. Episode 1 was pretty solid. I had a good time with it. It was fun. It was entertaining. I found out that is it Sumire Uesaka, who is the voice of Alya, which I didn't know beforehand. She's such a talented voice actress. I didn't know that it was her, but that's awesome. That's really cool. But yeah, anyway, it was just a fun start. There's not a crazy amount to talk about. It's not like it's a super in-depth show. It's like a fun little romance show. So let's just jump right into it and enjoy it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length, early access, and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Gent Watches One Piece channel. So let's jump into this. Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, episode 2. Oh my god. Ah, she's playing along with it. That's cute. Yapapoly? It's like Monopoly, but why? What's Yapa? Is that a Russian thing? Yeah, classic. She's always playing games. Oh my god. Well, you gotta do it now. He has no idea. This is always what women think. They think guys are so clueless, and they're just being super like we know, but we don't do anything about it. You cool. Kenzaki. It's a fun OP. I like it. Is it a bad aura? No, just like charisma is what you mean. Aww, that's nice. Now you have to tag along. No. Leave him alone. Like women? Yeah, I don't think he really cares about most of the benefits. Too bad. Interesting. Oh, but you're happy about it. See ya. Well, I thought that was gonna be a lot more eventful, that walk home. Who's here? Sister, maybe?
だって今日こっちに泊まるし。
聞いてないし。
言ってないし。
学園では幼馴染設定でどうしてる
Right.
仲良くしてた人だろ。
そう。つまり実の兄弟
Okay.
もまた幼馴染と
What a twist.
実米は全て語彙の拡大解釈です。
お約束だな。
ヒロインとキスしてる。うわ、これは神作に見えない。
いや、それは。
That's fucked up.
バカ野郎！実の兄弟だからいいんだ。
It's only good when they're blood related. Oh my god. Okay. What a fun little twist, actually. I guess depending on how they treat it from here on out. Because it seemed like they were setting her up to be a competition. I hope that wasn't foreshadowing that she is actually competition.
お前はどこを目指してるんだ。
反応しちゃうから。
死ね。
Alright.
とっとと起きろ。デートに行くんだからな。
She went from being like kind of,
なかなか良かったな。
you know, kind of a charming, teasing person to actually being really weird.
これで15000円って。
Damn.
上司の服は布地面積あたりの単価が高いのだよ。
That's true.
なんだよお兄ちゃん様よ。気のせいじゃないと思うぜ、マイブラザー。
I like when they're both like joking with each other. That's fun.
所作がお嬢様モードになって。
俺は知人の視線をすぐに感知できるハイパーセンス。
So is she a Chuni character? Seems like she is.
恥ずかしくない。
あら、アリサさん。
妹。
Just go right to her. Call her out.
あれ、アーリャじゃん。偶然だな。
Now, can you just tell Alya that she's your sister? I mean, why not?
声をかけるタイミングが見つからなくって。ちょっとじゃないですよね。アリサさん、辛いものはお嫌いですか？
Uh-oh. She's not going to be able to handle it, surely.
嫌いではないけど。
Mild. Yeah.
もしアリサさんが辛いものが
Oh, Alya's going to be destroyed by this.
ただ辛いだけじゃない。
Good job, at least telling her ahead of time. But she's not going to back down now.
無理についてこなくても。そういうわけじゃ。
He's trying to save your bowels. Hell's cauldron.
目が地獄の釜ってラーメン屋さんなのよね。メニュー名にも入ってますから。そう。いや、お店だなってちょっと驚いただけよ。
Oh my god. This is going to be a disaster for her.
血の池地獄は真っ赤なスープが特徴。
At least point her to which one is the mildest one. Yeah, there you
そ
go.
して針山地獄、普通の針で刺されるような辛さだそうです。
Jeez.
そうね。基本は大事よね。お二人とも同
Still
じも
gonna
のを
be
頼まれるのですか？
Still gonna be a lot.
5番様、血の池山頂。
And water's not gonna help, my
今日
girl.
の実は今朝、正親君
Oh
と
my
一緒にベッドにいたんですが。
Like,
一緒に
why would he not just at this point say who she is? Is there a reason he's hiding it?
勝手に部屋に入って勝手にベッドに乗ってきたんだ。
Have they established why he's not saying it?
血の池地獄3つ。
Maybe they have and I missed it. Wait,
おお、来た来た。
was that the right one? Oh yeah, it was. That was the right one. Oh god, it's gonna kill you. Careful! Oh, I like the animation on it. She's gonna be like, oh, it's not so... Oh no, never mind. I thought she was gonna go, it's not so bad, and then it's gonna hit her later. It's gonna get worse and worse if your first bite is that bad. Oh my god.
具材の旨味を引き出しています。おい、ピッチオー。
Oh,
ありゃ。
she's crying.
いいぞ。
チって言ってるじゃない。
いや、痛いって言ってるじゃない。
おい、ママ。
Mama.
ええ、美味しいわ。それは良かったです。
Your sister is sadistic,
力だっ
man.
たんですね。この鬼の涙で辛さを追加できるみたいなんです。
No, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's crying.
おい、ユキ。
She's evil. Of course she is. Look at her.
いただくわ。
いや、ありゃ、マジでやめといた方がいい。
I think you have to physically stop
く
Alya.
らいなら大丈夫よ。
Oh! You could barely handle it before. Oh. That sound.
買いたいものがあるって言ってどっか行ったぞ。
そう、
大丈
Oh
夫
my
か。
god.
何が。
It's like she's blackout drunk from spice. Oh, ice cream.
アイスでも食べるか。
食べる。
Aw. 3 scoops. Damn.
副会長候補はいるのか。
い
Oh?
ないわ。私には不要だから。
Is he really?
候補がルールである以上、そうはいか
Is
ん
he
だ。
gonna offer to be a running mate?
It will miss
Yeah, of course. What's happening here? That looked really sad.
いや、そうよって。
So you have to go.
選びに付き合うとか、結構な
You have to go clothes shopping twice today for different people.
あれは一緒に服を買いに行くような友達がいないから。
Aw.
そこら辺の機微がわからないのか。
I like her playing with her hair. That's cute.
いや、友達だからな。
なんだか釈然としないんだけど、まさか私じゃ生徒会長になれないと思
No.
ってた。
now she's pissed about something that he doesn't even feel.
これ着替えている音が外に聞こえちゃわない？ クゼくん、ちょっと離れて。
I don't want you to hear clothes rustling. That would be a nightmare. Oh, but we as viewers are allowed to see the whole thing. That's nice.
もし無反応だったら。
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I can kind of see that happening.
もしそんなことしたら思いっきりビンタして
I don't think he's gonna go, oh, amazing.
どうかしら。
But he might go, that looks nice.
ああ、よく似合ってるな。いつもより可愛らしい雰囲気になったと思う。
That's a very reasonable response.
そう。
あ
I
じ
mean,
ゃあ次ね。
maybe a little strangely worded, but.
なんだかすごい褒められちゃった。
Aww.
あ、あいつ。
可愛いなんて可愛い。
Banging against the floor. You're worried about him hearing you changing. He'll hear you banging against the
意外と
floor.
女の子意外とってなる。
You're speaking out loud. She has a bad habit of speaking out loud. This time in Japanese,
ボーイッ
though.
シュなどうかしらこれは。
今度は
I actually like
かっ
that.
こいい感じに体型というより美人系だから。
Yeah, I think it's nice.
それじゃあ次ね。
お、可愛らしいじゃ
It's okay.
ん。大人っぽいのもいいな。
That's pretty good.
可愛い。
Yeah.
可愛いな。
Yeah, I love that.
可愛い。
I really liked the hiking outfit was cool.
次は。
Oh, she's just loving these compliments.
クゼくんだったら褒めてくれるわよね。
This is gonna be the one he doesn't like. Oh no, she's just here now.
すね。
Aww. And he probably didn't want to
スポーツチームよ
compliment that with a complicated one
消えたいだとよ。
in front of his
ウー
sister.
のベイビーだ。
Oh, that look! That's really funny.
またげ。
ありえない。あんな短いスカート。
Oh.
絶対はしたない女だって思われた。
No one thinks you're a skank. Man, I want them to just. What? Whoa! Da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-na-na. I love this song. Why is this the ED song now? I mean, this song fits really well with this show because it's about I'm sorry for being so cute. This is a Honeywork song, I believe. We're not going to be lucky enough that every ending song is going to be a cover, are we? That would be amazing. That would elevate this show so much. And like new visuals. That was a fun episode, and I think I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the first episode. But now we're gonna talk about that ED. Hello? So that was that song was Kawaii Kute Gomen, I think is what it's called. Or maybe like that's what the chorus is, but I can't quite remember. But it's I believe it's a Honeyworks song. And I've got it on my Spotify playlist. So that was really surprising to hear that as the ending song. But it's a very famous song. It went viral on TikTok for a while, and it was, you know, a lot of people have heard that song. But it's a great song. But this is episode 2, and there's a different ED. Now, am I being optimistic in thinking that every episode will have a different ED, or was like the first episode's ED like a placeholder while they were still working on this one? Or if every episode has a different ED, just like Chainsaw Man, you know, but it's like her doing a cover of a song, that's incredible. That would be amazing. If that, like, I guess we'll just wait till next episode and see if there's a third song. And if so, I'm going to really look forward to watching the endings of these episodes, because that was great. Like, there was, like, because I thought the first ED was good and was fun and entertaining. But you know, I was like, yeah, that was a good ED, and I think that's fun. But I didn't expect that to not be the permanent ED, so really, really cool. And that song fits as well, because if you don't know that song, the lyrics of that song, I believe, it's basically about a girl who likes girly stuff, and people sort of like call her basic and cringe and all of that for liking girly stuff. And the song, the chorus is basically like, look, I'm sorry that I'm cute. Like, I know you're fucking jealous of me. I'm sorry that I like cute things. I'm proud of myself, like, for what I like, you know. I like what I like, and I'm okay with that. That's basically what the theming of the song is like, basically telling people, you know, stop judging me for liking girly things, fuck off. And I feel like that fits with this show, and you know, with everything that, you know, we're seeing from these characters. So it fits in nicely with the themes of the show. So okay, I liked that episode. I did, and I like the twist that Yuki Suou is his sister. I think that's nice, and I see the joke that they've set up here, which is like, the joke is that they're just brother and sister, but she's gonna be jealous because she doesn't realize why they're whatever. But please, just I only need one person to clarify this for me. But if there is clarity to be had that I need, is there a reason he's not saying anything? Like, why? Maybe it's in the scene. Maybe I should just go back to that scene. Maybe I won't even need anyone to give me clarity. Let's see. Because what are you doing here? I'm staying here tonight. News to me. An unknown hot guy. Why won't the protag realize? You'll want to talk when you're pretending to be my childhood friend in school. It's not a lie. And then they argue about if it's true or not. But then they don't talk about why there. So, so why is he not just saying to Alya, oh, you didn't know this was my sister, or something like that, you know? Is he trying not to embarrass Yuki by, like, you know, because she's so deep in this lie of like, oh, we're childhood friends? Is she just like trying not to, because he seems like a nice guy. Like, I actually really like him as a protagonist. I think he's actually a very reasonable person, and I think that's what's really selling the show for me nicely, is that he's just reasonable, and you know, they sort of introduced him as like, oh, he's this anime manga lover or whatever, so maybe he's gonna be kind of weird about whatever, but he really isn't. He's just like a very, very normal dude. It's everyone around him that's weird. He's actually just very normal, and I like his reactions to things are pretty appropriate a lot of the time. Like, him complimenting Alya was, like, I really liked it, because I feel like, I mean, he was giving it a bit more detail than I would have, but it is kind of how I would compliment, like, any of my friends, really, you know? I tell my friends all the time, you know, whether they're members of the opposite sex or not, like, hey, you look really nice today, or wow, that outfit looks great on you, or whatever, you know? I think that's a very normal thing to do, and people tend to appreciate it as well. I was taught from a young age that, like, if you think something nice about someone, then you should tell that person. Now, obviously, use your discretion. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Generally, it's not really worth doing it to random women on the street unless you can really pull it off being like something that they would genuinely be happy about. Like sometimes, you know, I'll compliment an employee of a fast food place or something on their hair or something, because that's pretty innocuous. Like that's people generally won't be offended if you go like, oh, I love your hair, if they have like a cool streak in it or whatever. But yeah, if you know, go up to someone on the street and go like, hey, you got an ass that won't quit or something, it's probably not going to go very well. You're probably just well, you absolutely are just a fucking douchebag. But what was I saying with this? Oh yeah, I like that he did those compliments in a very normal, you know, actual real way. And as I said, maybe he was saying it in a little too complex way, you know. He could have stopped with like, oh, you look really nice, or that suits you really well. But I like that about his character. But anyway, so why isn't he saying anything? Cause he's a, you know, normal, nice dude. I guess my theory is like maybe because he actually, you know, despite everything, he still cares about his sister, and he doesn't want her to just be humiliated by, you know, by shaming her. But she is trying to humiliate Alya, so I think that's, you know, that's a very fair thing to do. And also, like, I think he does have some sort of attraction to Alya, you know. I mean, I don't think he has a major crush on Alya so far, because if he did, maybe he'd just pursue her, you know, because he knows that she's interested in him. But like, I feel like for him, she would be a prospect for him, and he has to know that, like, leaving this up to chance, leaving this up to her interpreting Yuki as his sister, I mean, as his lover, if you leave it up to that, then she's gonna, you know, be upset, and you might lose your chance with her. So I don't know, man. But maybe there is a legitimate reason that maybe we haven't heard it yet, or maybe they said it last episode and I don't remember. Especially since I wouldn't have internalized it, not knowing that Yuki was his sister. But they did set up in this episode that Yuki and Alya are both going to be running for student council president next year, that's an interesting setup right there. I do enjoy that. Now, obviously, there's the whole thing where, like, she called the manga thing that she was reading Wincest and stuff, and like, obviously they're doing that in a way to poke fun at the tropes that they're using, and in a way to set up her being like a weird manga chuny type character. But also, I hope that doesn't mean that they're going to be playing with that theme a lot in this series, because I don't really want them to play with it in this series. I'd rather they didn't, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, anyway, that's the episode. That's all I think I needed to say about it. I really, there was also that one bit we had a quick glimpse of, like, of when they were talking about being student council president or whatever, and then we had a quick glimpse of, like, a backstory thing where this girl was crying just off stage and he was there. So I wonder if that means later in the season we're going to see what that backstory is. And it looks like was really, really sad. Like, it looks like the sort of thing that I'm going to get emotional about if they do show the full backstory. So I guess we'll see. But anyway, that is Alya hides her feelings, sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Thank you very much for watching episode 2. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.